Are you married to a narcissist who is also the mother or father of your children? If this is the case, then you are a victim of parental narcissistic abuse. And in this video, I'm going to tell you 3 things that you really need to know about if you're in the middle of a narcissistic family system like this. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth. I'm a transpersonal psychologist, a holistic nutritional chef, and the best-selling author of Get Well Now, Healing Yourself with Food and the Power of the Mind, a holistic handbook to help you heal the whole person, mental, emotional, physical, and energetic/spiritual. So in this video, like I said, I'm going to tell you 3 things that you need to know if you are married to a narcissistic parent. So if you are married to a narcissistic parent, you are in the middle of a narcissistic family system, and you are the only one, potentially, who is really aware of what's going on in this family system. So you may start to become aware of the roles that your children were cast in by the narcissist. And that's one way to think of the narcissistic family system is it is a play that is being written, directed, produced, everything, overseeing. The puppet master is the narcissistic parent, and they're the ones that are trying to control the entire situation, including you. And so being aware of what role your children are playing within this narcissistic family system will be very important for you. So you may want to check out my video on the roles, the 4 roles that narcissistic parents put their children in, because they place them into these roles. And it's so wild how it's textbooked all over the world. This is what happens in these authoritarian, emotionally abusive, narcissistic family systems. So if you're at the center of this system as the mate, as the parent who is not narcissistic, and you're the one who's trying to balance all of this, and you're trying to deal with watching your children get abused, watching you get abused, you trying to take more of the abuse, jumping in front of the child to try to basically take the bullets, so that they don't have to level as much of the pain as you are unfortunately watching them go through. And the abuse that you're watching them go through and that you're going through. And chances are great that if you are married to a narcissistic parent behind closed doors when there aren't any children around, it's even worse for you. You're being blamed and shamed for everything that goes wrong with the children. The children are being blamed and shamed for everything that goes wrong, period. And you're watching this whole thing go on, and you're watching it whittle away at their self-esteem, your self-esteem, your self-identity, their self-expression, your self-expression, your ability to trust yourself and trust others, and their ability to trust themselves and trust others. And then you're watching them get sick, physically ill on top of it all. And so are you. You're just falling apart. And this is what happens in the narcissistic family system. It's like death by 1,000 cuts, where you're just being whittled away at little by little by little. And you're in the middle of this system. Now, even if you're divorced, you're still going to be in the middle of the system. Thank God if you were able to get away from them and be able to create your own life. That's great. So you at least have some distance to be able to work on yourself and heal yourself and learn some things that you can do to deal with them. It's much harder when you're in the middle of it and you're still under the same roof with this narcissistic mate. Chances are great that they have cut you off from money, that they take care of everything so that you can stay home with the kids, making it sound like it's really good for you and all about you, but it's not. It's really all about them. So learning things you can do to come up with a plan to help yourself is going to be very, very important, especially if you're just now just like waking up to this and really understanding like, oh my God, I'm married to a narcissistic parent. This is a big epiphany moment, and it's a really important moment. This is your holy moment. This is the moment where you're waking up and going, I've got to do something different with my life. This is my wake-up call. Married to this individual is my wake-up call. And inside of your wake-up call, that's when you begin to make choices. That's when you begin to make decisions. And from those decisions, everything you need comes your way. You're going to see videos like this. You're going to have books. You're going to have services that people are going to tell you about that are available for you. You're going to start to learn more and more avenues and ways out of where you are. And this is a really powerful time that you're in. If you clicked on this video, that's where you are, maybe at some point in that journey of being married to a narcissistic parent. But know that it's very important for you to understand a number of things. So another thing that I think is really very, very important, and I see this a lot in my clients who come to me, and they come to me because they're a parent and they have a narcissistic mate and they want help with the child, and because they're watching their child get abused by your narcissistic mate. And so they want help with the child. What can I do to help the child? Of course, you're a parent. You want to help your children. That's primary. But what happens so often is that you become so focused on the child and the needs of the child that you completely forget that you have needs and that you need healing. The stronger you are and the more healed you are, the stronger your children are going to be, period, end of sentence. It starts with you. You're the one who needs to really get the help for yourself, and meanwhile still get help for the child. It's very, very important for you to do this because if you neglect yourself, you are inadvertently neglecting your children, and you're also teaching them codependency, which is one of the biggest problems in a narcissistic family system. Is you become codependent with other people within the system, where you completely ignore yourself and you focus only on this other person and what their needs are, which is exactly what the narcissist has trained everybody to do. Focus on them, fulfill their needs, give them what they need, give them what they want. And that is, it's disempowering, actually, and it's not helping your child to make them the center of the world and the focus of all attention. It can inadvertently be making them make connections with, oh, well, that's exactly how my narcissistic parent gets treated. And, so there might be some narcissistic tendencies that are arising within that person through this experience. So this is really important to understand. So get the book Codependent No More. It's a great book. It's a classic book by Melody Beattie, and it was written many years ago and it's been revised, but it's very, very helpful for you to understand your relationship to codependency and how you may become codependent with your own child and be enabling them and even disabling them in ways that you're not even aware of. So the more you become aware of these things, the better off it's going to be for you and the better off it's going to be for your child. You will never be able to change a narcissist. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much therapy you get, you can change yourself and you can change the way that you react to them. You can learn tactics that will help you get through. You're always going to feel alone as long as you stay in this family system, as long as you stay with a narcissistic mate. You're not going to feel loved and cared for and revered and heard and understood and seen. All these things that are really necessary for a very healthy relationship to take place with a significant other. So it's really important for you to understand that you cannot change them, and you can't even change your children. You can help them, you can assist them. The person that you can change is yourself. And this is really important to understand. Change yourself. Heal your own identity, your own self-expression, your own ability to trust yourself and trust others. So one of the things I have available for people who need this kind of help is my online course, Healing the 5 Primary Wounds of Parental Narcissistic Abuse. And you may think, well, my parent wasn't a narcissist. They might have been, and maybe you never saw it because it's really hard to see. But if you're married to a narcissistic parent, you are inside of that narcissistic family system. You are a part of the puzzle, and you can solve your part of the puzzle. You can resolve your role in this so that you can become more whole. It's exactly what my online course, Healing the 5 Primary Wounds of Parental Narcissistic Abuse, is about, and how it can help you, and it can help your children too. I recommend that if you're a parent, please take it first and make sure it feels appropriate and that it's something that you want to share with your children. But take the course. It's not that expensive, and they're very easy payment plans. There's an online community that's just for people to take the course. It's private. It's not a Facebook thing. It's inside of the course platform itself, so that it's very private, so that you can talk to others who are going through this experience and get the help that you need as well. So I know this is a lot to swallow. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to hear. It's a lot to process. But it's so important when you are in the middle of a narcissistic family system and married to a narcissistic parent that you seek help. You need to seek help, because those same things that you're watching your children go through, you're going through too, even though you may think, I'm the adult and I'm stronger and I'm the one who can take it. You're going through some very difficult things. You've just become so accustomed to them that you may not even equate all of the issues that are going on with what has happened in the home over time. So I hope that this information has been really helpful to you. If you want some one-on-one coaching and somatic psychotherapy with me, and you want to learn more about my very unique approach to helping people heal holistically from the wounds of narcissistic abuse, to go from being a wounded ACON, adult children of narcissists, to a healed ICON, independent, confident, original, and naturally you, then please book a free call with me and see if we might be a good fit to work together. And the links are in the description below. Also, please like, subscribe, comment, please, please, please. This helps to get me seen in the algorithms and help more and more people that need the kind of help that I provide. So I thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful for you. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth, and I hope this information will help you get well now.